Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And in today's episode, the topic is, can the Brooklyn Nets even be stopped at this point? So that's the topic I want to get into in today's video. But before we get into that, I want you guys to please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Also, our Dreamerspro Max premium community is live. We're going to link that in the description below. I want to thank all of the people that signed up yesterday. It's really exciting to have you guys on board, so thank you guys for signing up. Also, we're going to be going live today. We're going to be doing live chatting between the Clippers and Boston Celtics and tonight when that game is going on. So if you guys want to be a part of that, just make sure you sign up so we can get that going tonight. So that'll be on there. Anyway, let me get into the topic here, because these damn Brooklyn Nets, man. So let's get into it. First of all, the Brooklyn Nets have been on a roller coaster season all season long, right? They've had so many storylines in just this one season. First, we had to focus on the return of KD, right? All of us were expecting him to come back. And you heard Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless believes that Kevin Durant is the best player in basketball, right? That's his opinion. He firmly believes that. So if somebody to that caliber that some people consider to be the best, or the top two or top three, certainly top three in the NBA, if a guy like that is coming back, all of us are going to be kind of excited to see what he's going to look like, given the fact that he hadn't played basketball in such a long time. Kevin Durant came back, and he was looking like himself. I mean, it's truly unbelievable. It's truly unbelievable that somebody can come back from such a severe injury at this stage and come back and play so well. It's really unbelievable. If you look at Kevin Durant's numbers, I mean, it's just remarkable if you look at his efficiency and the way he's been able to score this season. This season, Kevin Durant is averaging 29 points per game. He's getting you 7.3 rebounds and 5.3 assists. Now, those are amazing numbers, right? But what's even more impressive is his efficiency. KD is shooting 52% from the field. That's nuts. That's nuts. He's shooting 40% from the three-point line, 43% from the three-point line, and 87% from the free throw line. If KD did his thing a little bit more, he would have another 50, 40, 90 season, right? There's only been one guy in NBA history that's had two of those. That's Larry Bird, which is just incredible. I found out yesterday that Larry Bird has led the league in free throw shooting percentage 3 times. Larry Bird is just on another level, and that's why so many people have him in the top 5 of all time. But KD's already been a part of that 50, 40, 90 club, and to think he could do it again. Like, it's crazy, and he's getting you 1.4 blocks. So KD came back in a resounding way. And then we had the return of KD. We had the exit of Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving just went AWOL. He disappeared for some games. You know, he just told his teammates that, listen, I think he told his teammates that, he's going to take a sabbatical or whatever you want to call it. He just stepped away from the game, didn't inform his coaches, created a lot of drama around the team, and a lot of people, caused a lot of people to criticize him to say, hey, listen, Kyrie, what's up with you? I mean, you didn't make it work with LeBron. You didn't make it work in Boston. Now you're not making it work with your good friend, Kevin Durant. What's happening? And in the midst of all of that, the Brooklyn Nets panicked, and they found a disgruntled star in James Harden that did not want to be with the Houston Rockets anymore. And they were able to sign him. I mean, they were able to trade for him and to get him. Now, they traded away some key pieces in Jared Allen and others, but they were able to bring the guy in, right? They were able to bring in James Harden, and all of a sudden, hysteria. Everybody went crazy like this. What is this team going to be? Some people didn't think it was going to work. I was very skeptical. I was one of the people that didn't think it was going to work. And I was right at least halfway. They are horrendous, the Brooklyn Nets defensively. Horrendous. Defensively, they're giving up like over 110 or close to 111 points per game. They're horrendous on the defensive side of the floor. However, on the offensive side of the floor, they're a powerhouse. They're unreal. If you think about the Brooklyn Nets, I mean, if you think of their offense, there's nothing like it that I've ever seen. The Golden State Warriors ain't got nothing on this offense right here, because listen, the ISO players that this team has are better than that Golden State Warriors team. Now, KD was on that team. Now, some people say, well, KD will be a little bit better because he's a little bit younger, right? And but if you go look at his numbers and his efficiency, he's actually more efficient this year, or he's more efficient now actually than he was. No, it's about the same. It's about the same. His last season with the Golden State Warriors, he shot 35% from the three. He still shot 52% from the field overall. But this year, and he's shooting 1 percentage point higher from the free throw line. But he's shooting 7%. He's shooting 8 percentage points higher from the 3-point line this season. So what does it say? The guy's more efficient now, even though he's older. Although he's only played 19 games this season so far. So listen, this team, if you factor in Kyrie Irving, who is unstoppable, literally he's unstoppable. I think Kyrie's more unstoppable than what do you call it? Than Stephen Curry, because Stephen Curry needs a lot of movement to score and he needs a lot of picks. Kyrie can heat you up by himself, like, you know, isolation. You can just ISO him out and he'll cook you for the whole game. So, and then you have James Harden, and then I don't think anyone here is going to question if James Harden and Klay Thompson are even the same caliber of offensive player. James Harden led the league, I think, 3 times in a row in scoring. So I don't even think that's a question. So they have this amazing offensive powered offense, right? But the team has been up and down, right? Because of their defense, they've been able to lose to teams that they're not supposed to, but because of their offense, they've been able to beat the best teams in the NBA. The Brooklyn Nets, put this into context, guys. The Brooklyn Nets have beaten the Clippers twice. They beat the Lakers, okay? 3 wins. They beat the Spurs. They beat the Suns. They beat the Warriors. They beat the Heat. They beat the Bucks. They beat the Nuggets. These are 9 playoff teams, okay? They beat the Sixers twice. Now they have 11 wins against play. They beat the Sixers once and lost to the Sixers. So they're now like 10-1, I guess. They beat the Jazz handily earlier in the season, and they beat the Boston Celtics. This means that this team has beaten everybody. They have beaten everybody. Now, some Laker fans, maybe Shannon Sharp and others, may say, listen, they beat the Lakers, but AD wasn't there, but so neither was KD. So bring back AD, they bring back KD, and you still probably will lose. AD can't make up for KD, and even if he did, you still got to deal with Kyrie freaking Irving, and James Harden. This team, they can't be stopped offensively, and now you look up, they're the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. Just like that. In a blink of an eye, they're the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. If I look at their record over the last 10 games, let's say they've won 9 out of their last 10 games. What are you going to do with this team? They're 1 loss behind the Philadelphia 76ers for the overall best record in the Eastern Conference. They have the same amount of wins of 23 and 1 more loss. What are you going to do with this team? What are you going to do with this team? What are you going to do with this team, right? I think, yes, their weakness is their defense. Their weakness is their defense, right? And when they stop making shots. However, for you to beat this team, like in a series, think about this. You're going to be banking on the fact of this. Number 1, that their defense is going to be horrendous. So you're going to say, okay, I'm going to at least be able to score on them and get what I want. That's one school of thought, right? Here's the other problem. Here's the problem the other thing you're hoping for that will not happen. You're also hoping that they're missing shots, right? And at least 2 or 3 of their heavy hitters are off. What is the probability in a 7-game series that either KD, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving, 2 of those guys are going to be off every single night? What's the likelihood? The best thing you can hope for is that one of them is off, but you're not going to get 2 out of 3 of them off. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And in a scenario where if 2 of those 3 guys are off for most of a game, like 3 quarters, go back and look at the first matchup with the Clippers. They contained at least 2 of them for like 3.5 quarters, and in the last 4 to 5 minutes, they got loose. And it was just KD, Kyrie, James Harden. What do you do? There's nothing you can do with these guys because they're too gifted offensively. So I don't know how you can stop this team, to be quite honest with you. I think the only hope that at least they have in the East is Joel Embiid just eating these dudes alive in the paint, playing big, and Ben Simmons really playing at a supreme level to be able to contend with this team. But good luck on counting on that, because listen, I don't think this team can be stopped. Offensively, I don't think the Brooklyn Nets can be stopped. It's a different thing if two of their guys were like Kyrie and KD, and then the third guy was a serviceable all-star. But you're talking about an MVP. You have 2 MVPs and a finals MVP. No, not the finals, but Kyrie, who's been in the finals. Like, I mean, and who's a big time player on the same team. It's going to be tough to stop this team. Offensively, they're just a juggernaut, and I don't know how you account for this offense. I don't know. The only thing that could probably stop them is what do you call it? Is maybe they have an injury, which I don't hope for, or something like crazy happens where guys go cold and they can't defend, or they just can't make plays. Something like that happens. But other than that, that's what you're hoping for. I think it's going to be pretty tough to beat this Brooklyn Nets team, and I don't know how they're going to be stopped, and I don't see them being stopped. So what I want to know from you guys is, do you think this Brooklyn Nets team can be stopped? Do you think they can be stopped? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoy the video, be sure to make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Again, if you haven't signed up to the Dreamerspro Max platform, go ahead and sign up. You don't want to miss out on that when we go live. And also, we're going to start posting up the schedule for when we're going to be doing those post-game live reactions and extra content and all that stuff. So check it out. It's in the description below. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro. Wishing you guys an amazing day and catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.